Hey guys, last day of interviews, and wow, it's been an amazing Origins, just ridiculous overall. I'd like to thank everybody that came on the show, and I really hope that you all got a really good diversity of what the experience was like, what people's thoughts were like, people's insights were like. I think that's a huge thing. That's the major thing that I want you all to take away from this cast for the last few days. If you want to know what it's like to be a high-level heroclix player, what goes through their mind, oh man, definitely the last few shows illustrates that for this year. So I've got everything for you, from teams, how teams can work better, to how you can be better, how you can organize your group better. Like literally just tons of information in all of the last few videos. So if you haven't watched them all, please do yourself a favor and watch them all. It's not even pandering for hits. This is legitimately good information, okay? So yeah. Thanks a lot for everyone that's dealt with me through the ups and downs and the, oh my gosh, we lost. Oh my gosh, third place. Oh my gosh, where is everybody at? Stuff with the videos. So I am definitely have been overdue to give everyone videos, and I think I've done more than made up for it. So, all right. And here is Origin's last and final show. Okay, final day, second battle royale. This is my battle royale team. Yeah, Rainbow Raider, Jay Garrick Flash, a Full Dial Doctor, Argus Agent, and of course, it's not the Bomb Diggity without the Central City Police Officer. So yeah. All right, yeah, more videos coming today as I get them. I am here with 4 Points Gaming group. Yes, 4 Points Gaming Club. Sorry, 4 Points. I should know this. 4 Points Gaming Club. Superstar, young triathlon athlete, awesome guy. Isaac, say hello to nice people.
Hello, every peoples.
All right. So you did really well this year. You were able to be on the top 16 teams for team events. And did you? How'd you do in singles?
I went 2-2 in the first day and 3-1 in the second.
3-1 the second day. And did you make top 32?
No.
No. All right. He was.
If two more people didn't show up, I would have though.
All right. So what did you play for singles, sir?
First day I played Composite Superman with Ion, Engineer with Parallax, Orange Battery, and Scatty's Warbot.
Yes, people, that is another Composite Superman, and we were right next to each other, and I said Composite Superman buddies. So pretty much, what made you pick Composite Superman and Engineer?
Because they could choose like 50 things, so I can take away with the Orange Battery just about whatever I want except for defense powers.
Okay, so that's really cool. And then you were able to play team events. I went up against you and you beat me really bad. So in team events, how did you like doing team events?
The first day I lost one round. The second day I went 3-0.
Okay, so yeah, so you did really good. So what place did your 4 Points Gaming Club make?
In the team event, I wasn't with the 4 Points Gaming Club.
Oh, you weren't? You were with, what team were you in?
I was me, Brian, and Brian.
Team Pusheen.
Yeah, Team Pusheen, Delta Emerald.
Delta Emerald. Okay, so just watch out for Team Pusheen Delta Emerald next year, because they have probably one of the best players here. So how long have you been playing heroclix, man?
About 3 years.
3 years. So what's your favorite set and figure so far?
Probably Composite Superman. And my favorite set is Spider-Man set.
Spider-Man set?
Because I like Spider-Man.
Because you like Spider-Man. That's what's up. And then here I'm with Uniquest.
Hi.
And this is his dad. He's the one who's raising the heroclix prodigy here.
He's raising himself at this point.
So what is it like sort of teaching your son how to play and seeing him do as well as he does?
It's fantastic. I'm very proud of him. Now he's teaching me. The last year he's probably taught me as much as I've taught him. And next year he's got to teach me more so I get better.
All right, so how did you do this year in singles?
I went 4-4. He did better than me.
Oh, okay.
I played a little bit too slow. I didn't anticipate the time as well. And I would also need to roll a 5, but that's pretty much every player in the history of heroclix.
Yeah, I needed a 4, 3.
Yeah, it's always missed by 1.
Yeah.
Get those peak points. That's the way it works. And then our team did even worse. Our pulls were terrible, and bad pulls, bad rolls at the same time. Sometimes you can overcome one, but never both.
Never both. Yeah, we had some rough pulls too. So, all right, just looking back at the whole entire event, what would you say is like a definite high about the event and a definite low?
A definite high was the fact that as soon as I saw Felix Faust, we made teams with him, and I played him at Canadian Nationals, and he did really well. And then kept going with Faust, and then everyone saw how awesome he was, and how potentially terrible for the game he was at the same time. Anytime you can limit the other team to do absolutely nothing, or almost nothing, and skip a turn, that is extremely powerful. So while it's a high for me and the players who played with him or won a championship with him, at the same time it's a low because it's very frustrating for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it's really a high to see Isaac do so well and stay focused and concentrating and not make mistakes and anticipate what his opponents are going to do.
Yeah, so definitely check out Uniquest is a former champion, Wizard World champion, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so definitely, you got champions raising champions. We got to establish like an exchange program. One person from one team go to another team and talk, and then learn, because I think that would be a really interesting thing. All right, so like I said, this is like whoever I can get on this day. I was trying to get Isaac and Uniquest yesterday. Unfortunately, I just missed them, so I'm glad I'm able to get them today. Look out for the little dude. There's Isaac, and then there's the other little kid called the Doctor. Just watch out for them. They are not pushovers. All right, so more interviews coming. I'm here with probably one of the greatest players in heroclix. I'm with Knack, back-to-back World Championship games. Yeah. So how does it feel to be in the championship game again?
Awesome. I think I'm the only person to have ever gone at least in the top 4 twice in a row. I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Maybe Pat. I think Pat actually was top 4. Oh no, he lost top 8. So yeah, I think I'm the only one so far. So that feels pretty good actually.
Yeah. So you have a unique impact on heroclix.
How's that?
There we go. So this year, what was your qualifying team?
I actually played 2 different teams. I qualified with the team I got to the end with, so the Sentinel and the Phoenix Force Spider Bot. My other team didn't qualify. I lost my last round. I got Fausted, so just like my final match, so I didn't make it that one either.
A lot of people got Fausted.
Yeah, that's the name of it.
That's not a problem.
This tournament, yeah.
So and then did you do day 2, or you just take a break on day 2 and do?
No, day 2 I tried my second team out just to see which one would be better. Because my Sentinel was more of an aggressive. I know you can do it. I'll hit you as hard as I can team. And then my other team was more of a strategy. I'll have a write up on it later too, but it's more of a strategy team and more thinking and planning.
And what was that team?
It was an Iron Paladin with he had a Phidian on him, and then I had 90-point Engineer with Ion on her, so she kind of gives him willpower, which he's missing, and she gets armor too instead of just toughness. She gets impervious. And then I had Blind Out, and then I had an Orange Battery. So Iron Paladin, he has that ability where you can't use defense powers when he targets you.
Yeah.
So all the Kyle Rayners and Gluttonies and all the other special defense powers people have, and super sense flashes, super senses from a 3 to 6. You don't get none of that. And Orange Battery removes what I need to remove. I have Exploit in case you get impervious from a it was more strategy thinking, but it just didn't. Got Fausted.
Oh, it just didn't fast.
Got
Yeah,
Fausted.
Fausted.
It won 3 matches in a row, and then last match got Fausted. So good to
Okay. So you learned a lot. So I know you have probably like the most interesting, most thorough testing methodology for play testing that I have heard in all of heroclix. Where you make like 30 teams and then bracket them, play them all out
against each other. Mostly by myself too. I play myself. So,
okay.
So I don't even get no surprises too. I know what I'm doing at all times. It's kind of boring, but I have a lot of time on my hands sometimes.
It's just logically playing it out. Yeah. All right. And so with that methodology, what made you adapt that methodology? Because I've asked this before, but some people that might not go back a year to listen. But what made you adopt that methodology of?
I don't know. I think it kind of just evolved over time. A few years ago, we tried out for Worlds. Like 4 years ago, we didn't even get past the grinders that used to be the qualifiers.
Yeah.
But at the house, we'd have at a local venue, let's have a tournament and practice for Worlds, and then evolved to like, I want to use this team or this team, and just play it against each other a few times, and then it evolved to like multiple friends creating multiple teams, and like we all played each other with all the team variations. And then I think last year's Worlds when I was practicing is when I started a huge bracket. I'm like writing stuff down. I'm like, okay, which team would be better? Look at all these different combinations I could do. And me and my dad played mostly just everyone over and over and over every team against each other. And then this year I just went way overboard. I had about 60 teams.
60 teams.
So hundreds of matches. Now, not every team faced every team because, like, I would say, I want Sentinel, but do I want Power Plant or do I want Phoenix Force? So I tried both of them out at the same time, and if one of them's kind of slow behind, I just stopped with it. It's like, okay, the Phoenix Force is clearly better. I don't need to finish this one off anymore. So.
Okay, so you brought something up. You said Phoenix Force was clearly better than Power Plant, where a lot of people would have said with the heavy battery meta that Power Plant with Disintegration Beam and then being able to get Smoke Cloud to stealth yourself since you're Colossal and like all these little different advantages would be better. So how did Phoenix Force just like flat out, this is it?
For the Sentinel, it was really hard choice between the Power Plant and the Phoenix Force. Because the Power Plant, every turn I could get a ring. Colossal Stamina, I never have to rest if I don't want to. And I just get really strong. I'm permanent stealth with that thing, the Black Light Ring, right? And it's really strong, but the problem is I have no defense at all. Like I'm stuck at the 15 defense naked, no armor, right? But the Phoenix Force, the Sentinel can move a lot. Like he can reach the board very fast with multi-attack and triple targets. He can kill it quickly. So the strategy with the Phoenix Force is, the reason why I have it on the Sentinel, because one, it gives him invuln, so at least he has armor and offense mode. But he could kill something quickly, like a Pog or something as fast as he can, with Sharpshooter and Giant Size, like he could see anything he needs to see. And one kill on a Phoenix Force, for the rest of the game I have invincible and +2 attack at least. And that makes that Sentinel with the 12 attack, now with 14 attack, it just worked out really well for the Sentinel, because he could just, once he gets one kill, every kill is easier and easier, and it just gets really powerful. So.
All right. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool tech. You want to rock with Super Scroll.
I did.
And that funness. I saw that.
Yeah.
How did you get to that team as well? Did it go through brackets?
That team actually was not play tested before. It's actually a variant of the team that is my number one team. Actually, in all my brackets, my Sentinel team was actually my second place team, and my Iron Paladin was my third place team. My first place team, I didn't play it. It was a Super Scroll team as well. But in the ROC, I played a variant of it because I'm thinking the first place team, I'm gonna have to write up on it later, but just a quick, my first place team was Super Scroll with Ophidian and Orange Battery, just so I get the bonus to my stats, and then Proselyte so I could pick a 5th power, because and then Desperate because you can't have Desperate without a Dara, and Orange Battery. So I get bonus to my stats. I have like 5 powers and 20 defense, 21 defense, that's +1, and I'll have a wall and stuff. But the problem is Green Battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, Green Battery kind of hurts Super Scroll a lot. So I was thinking about that for the ROC because I still was practicing since then, and I didn't have the Sentinel team made up by then yet. But in the ROC, I was so worried about Green Batteries because none of the teams I really made, I have like maybe 2 Green Batteries out of the 60 teams.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the Green Battery, even though it's really strong. I know it is, but so I was worried. I'm like, okay, I need a Lydia Mallor, and I put a Lydia Mallor team. It was good, but like I only won the map roll half the time. So I'm like, I need to make it a theme team. So that's when Black Hand came in. So now I have monster theme team, and so I can steal the enemy green rings, and that's how I won the ROC. All the green batteries I faced, I took the ring, and Super Scroll was strong as he always was. So
there we go.
Everyone knows about Super Scroll Orange Battery. You can pick anything you want, and the enemy can't have anything you don't want them to have. So
there we go. All right. So I've asked a lot of people this. Out of everything that you've seen here, what's your high that you've taken away from this tournament, and then what's your low?
Well, the low is the easy answer. Everyone says the same thing. It's probably the new Felix Faust character. He came out, I don't know, maybe the playtesting was probably off or something. I remember like when he was first being revealed with Doctor Strange, online and everything, everyone's so excited about this Doctor Strange, and it's like, I don't care about Faust, no one cares. But then today, just like, no one cared about Strange, everyone cared about Faust. He turned out to be a little bit overpowered. He does kind of break the fundamentals of the game. Like, you just can't do anything. Game over. Like,
he's a high father. He's like a team-based high father.
You can't do nothing about it, so it's random chance. I beat 2 Fausts that were even harder than the winning team during the qualifiers because they just didn't roll the you can't do anything powers. But if you do roll the you can't do anything powers, you can't do anything. So, and that's what he got. But my high, that would just probably have to be everyone here. Like, everyone here was awesome. I didn't face anyone who was mean or bad attitude. Everyone was really cool. I don't know what else. I saw a lot of unique teams. I was going in expecting like the cheesiest teams, like the everyone knows like the greed high father trick and the tachyons and like all the gluttony dupes, and I didn't face any of those. I faced one Kyle Rayner. So every team was like unique and fun. A lot of teams were really cool. So that was another high one too. Not saying all that cheesy nonsense. So.
No. Well, yeah, trust me. I played some fun teams this weekend as well.
Yeah.
All right. So again, big shout outs. You have anybody you want to give shout out to while we're on camera?
God, I don't know.
No. Okay.
Everyone's already here, so.
Everyone's already here.
Yeah.
All right. So another interview, and I'll see where else I can get. It's Grab Bag Day, last day of Origins. All right.
Okay.
All right, I got Kenny Pena here, who just won the Battle Royale by killing my KC Flash with no turtles on the field. Pretty much, you have had a whirlwind season this year, 2 national championships, and then you did pretty good here at Worlds. So what's your thoughts overall about heroclix right now?
heroclix right now is in, I think it's in a good state. I think we have a little hiccup with the whole Felix Faust thing. They're aware of it, and it's going to be corrected pretty soon. I like the state of the game at the moment. That's how I feel. I think it's in a good state at the moment.
Okay. All right. Also, just looking around, what sort of interesting teams have you encountered on your way into the top 16 this year at singles?
I love the Sentinel team. My friend brought it out last year at Nationals with the 150 Sentinel with the Phoenix Force. Got 6th place last year in U.S. Nationals. So to see it come out again at 250 this time around, ballsy, but it obviously paid off. He got 2nd place again. That was probably the most surprising team I saw this year.
Okay. And then you all did really good in teams?
Nah, not really.
All right. How'd y'all do with the team?
Well, in teams,
Hold on. We're divvying out prizes.
Swag giveaway. I'll take the animal.
Oh, he took the KC Flash.
Wow.
I already have Spider-Man.
Go for it.
I'm going to take the Ares card since I don't have
in teams, we ended up in 15th. We had amazing pulls in the qualifiers. Very, very not amazing pulls during the competition. My other team were able to get top 8. They had some good pulls, but they I really don't want anything.
All right.
Oh wait, no more ID cards. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, people, this is like impromptu. I'm doing a super huge giveaway. It's going to get announced soon. All this stuff and more will be given away, but not that. Anyway, back to Kenny as I scoop, literally scoop. So overall, like, what do you think? Is there anything in team worlds or single worlds you think like, yeah, this probably should change, or just stay the same?
like the format, how it's
format or anything like that.
You know, Team World, it didn't upset me. I don't like that you can pick your own maps out. When you play a sealed event at your home store, you have a map for your OP kit. So whether they make their own custom map for World or just lay out maps and boom, if you're sitting here,
you get that.
That's the map you get. Flip the side if you want. I think that's the biggest thing they should do next year.
Next year, that's a good thought. All right. So I know you have to go because you did a 9-hour drive.
9 hours.
Are you going to try to go to the Rock World Cup?
Since I do have 2 wins under my belt, I should be qualified up to the round 3. I'm making plans for it. I haven't made the reservations yet, but I'm 95% sure I'll be there.
Exclusives. Only on Starting Over podcast. All right, so I'm gonna try to see who else I can record here. If not, dang it, that's a pretty good ender. I'd like to thank Kenny for coming on the show.
Thanks.
All right, I got another awesome interview here. I got Mr. Rob Barazil, probably one of the top, actually the top Canadian player right now. You won the regional, plus you've won a lot of events lately. And then also there's a few other circumstances as well. So you're definitely one of the top 3 or 4 Canadian players.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
I wouldn't say I was a top Canadian player because Drake did finish quite high today, or yesterday. He did quite well. He was top 8.
Okay, so you come out here. It's not Gen Con. Is Origins a better place to have the World Championships than Gen Con?
I would say Origins is great. Gen Con is busier. There's a lot more going on, but when I come to these events, I'm just playing heroclix anyways. So, yeah, it is better here at Origins.
Okay, for heroclix.
For heroclix.
For heroclix. If you're trying to do much else, trust me, I've walked around the activity area. You better be into Magic if you want something else to do, or some of these other like specialty companies. So what did you play for singles this year?
For singles, I played a Cheshire team with the Book of Skulls, and I had Maximus on it, and I'd bring in a couple of Alpha Primitives.
Yep.
I had Lockjaw, who actually can get bonuses from Maximus as well, so there's a little bit of synergy there, and of course, Split Lip, because it's the Book of Skulls.
Book of Skulls. So how did that fare?
Oh, and Green Lantern Initiate. How did that fare? I got tromped on one match by not being able to do anything against Felix Faust, and well, I shouldn't say I wouldn't be able to do anything, but it went do nothing, get bombed the hell out of.
Yellow,
yep. And then get up there, and then the match was over. But yeah, so you know, I did lose that match, but I did end up killing an engineer, and this was a team with Faust with no rerolls. So it was I shouldn't say no rerolls. It did have a engineer on it, so he could roll it once, but he never did because he was that lucky.
Oh.
Shout out to world champion Tim Bold, who played that team.
For Team World Champion.
Yeah, Team World Champion Tim Bold.
Yeah, all right. So, I mean, everyone has said that Faust needs to be looked at. Is there anything else in the meta that needs to be looked at? I know there's been some questions about the Scarlet Witch and how she's sort of come in there like sneaky-ish. The after your roll, subtract 3 sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, I think that can be, doesn't necessarily need to be addressed. It is a free action, and you can crank your attack by 3, though everyone's cranking their attack by 3 anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. You can deal with that team. The main thing is Faust. When you're doing nothing, that's not heroclix, and that's why I refuse to play Faust. I just don't think that's very good for the game at all. It really needs to be fixed, and whether actually Phil Isaacson Jr. just before his match said, you just change those can't powers, can only powers to can't. So if you said you can only make you can't make range combat attacks instead of you can only make range combat attacks, or you can't do free actions instead of you can only do free actions.
Yeah,
that would really limit it, because and even with the probs, when these things come up, at least you'll be able to do something as opposed to nothing.
See, now that's a legitimate argument because everybody's just like, screw it, no rerolls. But the one thing that I've sort of noticed was I ended up playing against a teammate of mine before the tournament even started, and she was running a Felix Faust team before we knew it was the hotness. And she got lucky and just like rolled. I was about to attack her. She rolled orange or red, and it's like, yep, I'm taking the power action back to the starting area. And it's like start all over again while she like slowly slaughtered my team. And I was like, but my composite Superman. So with that being said, what's positive in the game right now? What is probably the best thing that you're seeing in heroclix?
The best thing I'm seeing in heroclix is variety of resources. If you look at the teams, everyone was playing a resource, which is, okay, but there was so many different resources being played. Sure, there was orange batteries, there was indigo batteries, there was green batteries, there was Phoenix Force, there was hammers. I'm sure there was, I remember seeing a white battery, but I don't think that made the top. But yeah, just the variety of teams. Though there was, and though Faust, everyone was playing Faust, everyone was playing a slightly different variant of Faust. So just variety is really, though again, Faust is garbage, I realize that, but
all right, this is something a little bit more technical. I noticed, like, I've watched you as a player for a long time. You build highly technical teams. What goes into your mindset when you're building your teams? Because it seems to be like you're trying to construct a philosopher's stone with your team, and it's like it has all these options, all these different things that it can do. Then it's like poke. Some things fall apart, and then you're still like, I do this still. So how did you come to that level of or type of team construction? And what goes to your mind when you're building those types of teams?
Well, we were talking about, I was talking with some of the other players, and we're talking about just team play style, and a lot of, they're referring to some of the older people who've been playing Clix for a long time, having more of a swarm mentality. And I can't really play a one-man army because sometimes my dice hate me, and if you miss that one attack, then you're just a guy standing there waiting to get your beat down.
Yeah.
So what I usually like to do is, sure, maybe you'll take one or two of my pieces out, but I still got other guys coming at you. My idea is that I want synergy. So the idea with this team was power up the book by running through people's little support pieces who don't have any damage reducers, doing damage to them, poisoning them. You got the empower from the little alpha primitives to get her damage up, her being Cheshire's damage up to 6. You can give her exploit hammer, she can move 9. The other guys can move for free for 4. If you perplex that move up, they can move for 5. And then charge for another 6. Sorry, so you can actually move 11 squares with the alpha primitives on a charge. You can give them all the hammers, they got 12 attacks, they got heavy objects, and then they empower each other. So just high damage output, doesn't rely too much on range, but when you power up, people do get quite surprised when you get pulse wave for 6 by Cheshire.
Or got hit for 5 by
a 30-point figure that wasn't even on the map last round.
Yeah, and that's sort of a huge thing.
So the surprise factor is there.
So it's more of having lived through the tentpole eras, and seeing how tentpoles rise and then completely collapse.
Yeah,
is the main reason the tentpole, like we're seeing again the OMA and the tentpole stuff coming back. But even when I watched Canada never fell into the Superman, Yellow Lantern battery stuff.
Yeah.
Like what's in the water up there? Because some of us want to know, because like I've not seen like the Super Scroll dominance. I've seen a few Kyle teams, but not really like Kyle. Like, this is us, Kyle. Maybe once I was like, I'm disappointed in you, Canada. I thought y'all were going to do something else. But yeah, like what goes on there to make the meta variant different?
Well, in my community in Vancouver, we don't necessarily play 300 modern all the time. So we like to mix it up. Sometimes we'll do 400, and sometimes we'll do name theme teams. So we play Clix for the love of Clix and not just for the meta.
Okay.
And by doing this, you get to find those figures that people don't necessarily play, people don't know, and then you can sort of find other little other figures that aren't, everyone looks on the internet and says, oh, we're going to build this because this is what everyone's playing. It's the new hotness. We're forced to play other figures, and it really helps with your sealed. It helps with your positioning, and then by being able to position and stuff, you don't need the tent pole because, again, you live and die by the dice of the tent pole.
Yep, like I did in my previous battle royale, losing with KC Flash. How is that possible? But I still got one. That's all that matters. I'm still walking away with a KC Flash. So, wrapping it up, because we've been going for almost 10 minutes, waiting for our battle royale. Probably the last battle royale of Origins. If you were to tell anybody to come out to the World Championships, what bit of advice would you give them? New player or experience, it doesn't matter. What advice would you tell them?
I would say have fun. It is great to come out. HeroClix has a large community of great people, and that's really what it's about. It's why I come here, because I've made so many friends, and this is where I get to see them. And you get to, how often you get to play with the top players in the world?
Yeah,
really. So by and you learn so much by seeing the meta of other people too. If it wasn't for I went to Majestics, and that's where I saw Cheshire get played. I'm like, what is this figure? I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And then, started building around that, and then this is how it works.
There we go.
It's, you just learn a lot, and it's a great way to learn the game. And that's why I think Felix Faust is really bad for the game, because if you're a new player, you sit down across Felix Faust, and you can't do anything for 6 turns. Well, he picks apart your team. Do you really want to play this game?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they're going to change it. I would almost guarantee they're going to change it, and it's interesting because the last 3 worlds have had something where the winning team has been changed.
Yes, the winning team. Actually, it's been longer than that, because Masu got prop changed. Then
with the theme prop.
Yeah. Then let's see, there was Dan.
That was the Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler.
Nothing got changed there. Everything just got retired.
Everything got retired.
Yeah.
Then after that was Alex.
Nothing got changed. Well, nothing got changed that would have affected his team.
Yeah. Not his
there was
team.
Ghost Rider, where they changed the Ghost Rider
Heroes for Hire
ATA.
Yeah.
Then there last year was Iron Pharaoh, where they changed what he does.
Yeah.
So I guess this is where some of the things sometimes pop up, but WizKids is good as they change the game so people can actually play the game. It's not really, because the Pharaoh teams was, I'm gonna sit in my starting area, you're gonna sit in your starting area, we're gonna send birds at each other and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I will say this little side note. I have started to notice that little thing creep in with Rick Jones, where the Rick Jones pogs are acting like the Pharaoh birds, where they were just like, and the ants, like the ants from the Ant-Man set.
Oh, I haven't seen those ones yet.
Yeah, because they don't cost any points if you lose them.
Oh, yes.
So you just send them across the map.
Like Eva.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, did I do 1 damage? Fine, do that. Okay, go again. And then when you combined it with Faust with the yellow, it's like 3 damage to everybody in these squares, and my guy pop shots you. Okay, you killed Captain America. Okay, he comes. I got Namor now. Namor comes in with a heavy.
Yeah.
Can he sneak by? Okay, he does. He hits you with a heavy. You kill Namor. Okay, come back. Now I got Blazing Skull. Blazing Skull goes, okay, now Captain America's back. Yeah. So I've seen that rotating menagerie. That was some tech that one of my students came up with.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I was like, this is dumb. He's like, yeah, and I can just drop hammers on them too. It doesn't count for the book, but I get to drop hammers. I was like, oh no. But I think some of the Pog tech is interesting, and some of the consistency that's going down is interesting, because you have Captain America Sentinel dies, drops Pogs.
Oh, yep.
And you kill the Pogs, it's 25 points. Then you have Eva, costs no points if you kill her. And then you have, a few others like the Rick Jones that costs no points.
The Eva, I guess there's the Wolf.
The Wolf from Red Wolf.
Red Wolf, Lobo, sorry.
Lobo, Yeah, he doesn't cost any
Lobo.
points.
He doesn't cost at least he has to take a power action to bring them back out.
Yeah.
Right? You know, you can generate these things that are 0 points. Well, that was the other thing I forgot to mention about my Cheshire team. If I had to face an M10 Iron Man or a Firestorm, I actually had to face a full M10 Iron Man. You bring out the Alpha Primitives, you don't give them hammers, they aren't aside the resource, so yeah, we made short work of that Iron Man.
Yeah, and just let people know, we did see Firestorm.
Oh, there was a Firestorm out there too?
Yeah, there was a Firestorm in the field. I heard reports about it. He caused a lot of roll-offs.
No, I can see that.
Yeah, just real quick. Firestorm is not the hotness if you want to win points. If your dice are hot or rigged, I don't recommend rigged dice because you should be banned and you're a bad person. But if you have hot dice, that Firestorm can stall out some games. So other than that, do you have any shout outs for anybody back home? Because you are my longest interview today. You beat out Ricky by a lot.
Oh, okay. Just give a big shout out to George Masu because he's awesome. Best player I know, and he couldn't be here because he just had a baby George. So
yeah, I saw him.
I give a shout out to Patricia Lamb because everyone knows who she is. So we'll just like name drop here.
All right. Okay. So if I can, I know Patricia's back there. If I can get Patricia, I can. If not, shoot, Rob is probably one of the best interviews to end off of. He's one of the best players in Canada. One of the best players in Canada, and probably he is one of the top players in heroclix in the world. And every time when I look at a Canadian tournament, I'm like, what did Rob do? What's their minion tech? How can I co-op this? And I stroke my beard and pick my chin hair. So like, can I get some beautiful bean footage?
I'm sorry, one more shout out to all of Department H back in Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, can't forget that.
Y'all did really well in teams this year.
We did 9th. We got eked out of 8th by the eventual winners, Team Ohio.
All right. Okay. That's it. Hopefully I can get another interview here. If not, that's it for today. This is the last battle royale for WizKids. I got a WizKids guy here. I took him into the screen for a brief moment. I don't want to get in trouble. Like all the way down here. This is the last table. He wants to stay anonymous for a brief moment.
There's lots of famous heroclix players.
Lots of favorite heroclix. I got Rob Brazel at my table. I got
Kenji.
Yeah.
Kenny. We got
Kenny. Kenny's down there. I can zoom in. You can see.
Ryan Morgan from a show we can't name. And
No, we can name Glass Cotton.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I can't see him after like 3 dudes' faces.
And you come all the way down
But
to
yeah,
the
last game.
guy.
Fun times been had. All right, what's up? I'm with Derek Thompson because I know him because I've been on shows with awesome shows like Glass Cabin Films with him. You are a world champion, am I correct?
Yes, we won Team Worlds.
You won Team Worlds.
Yes,
Fortunately,
sailboat.
we did not hit you in Team Worlds. Sort of glad. What was your experience like in Team Worlds? I've had everybody talk about Faust, so we're just going to drop Faust for today. What was your experience with Team Worlds?
I liked the Team Worlds format a lot more than singles. Singles obviously more grueling. Beginning of your turn takes forever. It was nice to just get back to sealed. You just had to worry about figures on the map, and it was a lot more enjoyable than the singles events.
All right. So in singles, minus Faust, what did you play and what did you enjoy playing against?
I played the zombie team base again because that's my go-to team. I placed 5th, and I actually didn't mind playing against Faust, but I lost to Phil Isaacson Jr., who got 2nd. He was playing the Sentinel, and that was actually a really good match. I screwed up at the end, and he ended up taking it, but it was a very good game. He's a hell of a player. So
yeah, Knack is a really good player overall. Definitely,
Yeah.
I got him today. I got. See, I need to do the selfie part. I got him today. In the earlier part of the video, if you just skipping around. If you to the end to see who I actually got at the end. All right. So again, back to Mr. Derek Thompson, who's the subject of the interview right now. Overall, I've talked to people on high-level teams, and the one thing I want to say is ask you this: was it like organizing a team and doing it in the heroclix community now? Like, is it worth it for you, or what problems have you encountered just running a team?
Define running a team like
Or just
team,
being
like a group of players.
The group of
together?
players, yeah, a group of player team, not the figures team.
We didn't really. well, we've been playing together for so long that it's pretty easy for us. We don't have like a huge group. There's 4 of us that are like the core of the group that play all the time, and then we've got a couple other people that play occasionally. So, but I mean, we've been playing together for so long, it was pretty easy to organize because we all know each other's play styles and know how to build teams that suit us.
Okay. If you were to give any advice to anybody coming into Origins next year as a player, what would it be?
That's a tough one. Wow, that's real tough. I don't know, because I'm not like your typical player. Like, I know a lot of the competitive players do a lot of play testing and everything. I don't play test at all. I'd say just try and, take your time, think through your actions. Don't let the pressure get to you. Just, gotta take it slow.
All right. All right. So, real quick, I got the WizKids people here, all in front of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sign. I got. Yeah. Oh, hold on, wait. They're trying to get everybody. So, real quick, because I'm internet famous, I have Mr. Justice Zoran, the product manager, also here, and a few other people at the booth. And then I'm going back to the interview.
All right.
I got an exclusive. I've scooped Ryan finally for once in my life. I got them all by the turtles. Anyway, so just sort of coming back and wrapping up. Is there anything like just if you were giving any other words of wisdom for like a newer player that would be their first year at the World Championships, what would it be?
Play what you're comfortable with, and don't switch your teams last minute.
Okay. All right. That's it. I think that's it for today.
All right.
You are the capstone to my magnus opus of this year. So
there we go.
All right. Yeah, that's it. There's no more interviews. I've pretty much interviewed everybody. Dang it. Now I see Patricia walking by and I went
and the rest of the team sailboat.
Yeah. So daggone it. See, you're going to be the end. Well, he's going to be the end, and if I got Patricia, you would have saw it beforehand. All right. Thanks for listening, and remember, we all have to start over sometime. There we go. Quick interview. I got Patricia. You're like the wild Mew. I've been finally be able to track you down. How'd you do this year?
I did qualify for singles, which is unfortunate, but our team came ninth.
Okay, cool. So, what has your experience minus Faust? Because we're throwing Faust out. Because I got hours of Faust complaints. But minus Faust, what was your feeling on the meta this year?
I was glad that it was more wide open. That there were so many options for entities and resources and characters to play with. So it was a lot better than past years where there was only one team that was running the show.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you can play anything that's pretty much viable except for Faust.
Yeah.
So everything seems to work.
All right. So, because I did say 2-minute interview, if there was any advice that you would give to a player coming out to Origins next year, what would it be?
Brand new players or staying players?
Either.
Just come out and play. Like, if you're not competitive, go play in battle royales. They're super fun, super quick, and everyone who I've played with in battle royales has been super nice. There's also the side events. I haven't done those, but and then worlds. Like everyone thinks that the world's been super scary and everyone's super competitive, but everyone's really relaxed. And you run into a couple of dings, but most people are super nice. So I wouldn't put that as a deterrent to play an event.
Okay. All right. So any last minute shout outs, since I did let Rob do shout outs? Any shout outs to anybody?
No, I'm good.
All right, you're good. Okay.